Marama Fox.
Well, if ever there was an Academy Award-winning performance, that might have been it. In fact, Mr. Speaker, today later on we're going to be talking a little bit about the game, not the beautiful game as soccer is referred to, not the game of the game of kings or the sport of kings, which is racing, but the game of all New Zealand. In fact, we're going to be talking about rugby, but I want to talk about a different game. I want to talk about the game of politics, because certainly over the last few weeks, as we've debated the Health and Safety Bill, we have seen game playing in this House by all parties. Now, I want to say this. Mr. Little spoke today about the moral compass. I'm wondering which moral compass he's referring to. Is he talking about the moral compass where they use bullying strategies to try and bully the support partners of this government to do their dirty work? Because these people have done nothing. Mr. Little says that the Māori Party are all over the place with their thinking on this Health and Safety Bill. But I want to tell you, the only people that are all over the place are the members of the Labour caucus who come running all over the place up to our office to do their bidding when they can't do it themselves. Now, Mr. Speaker, the arrogance of some people to think that they can then blast us with a computer program to send 5,000 emails overnight in the hope that that might do something, the same lines over and over again 5,000 times, to ensure that we might support their stance and vote down the bill. And vote down the bill to do what? To do nothing? Because in this country, under that government, people in this country died. They died under this government when Labour was in, and they died under this government when National was in. And what did they do about it? At the time, they did nothing. So this Health and Safety Bill that we now have coming to the House is better than nothing that they want to go back to. They want to go back to a health and safety piece of legislation under which these people suffered and died. And how do they want to get change? They come to our office and they ask us to use our influence to ensure that we can get changes through. And when we do get those changes through, how is that greeted? That is greeted with further wavy moral compass and disrespect from the Leader of the Opposition. I sat next to Mr. Little on Saturday before his appalling interview on The Nation, and he did not take an opportunity to speak with me about his concerns, did not take the opportunity to express his concerns about the Health and Safety Bill, ignored it completely, but yet later criticises us for our wavering stance. Well, we've been very clear. We've been very clear. Yes, we think there are things that could be strengthened. My husband, the sharer, his work should be in there. So what did we do? We had our influence to produce the high-risk industries so that we could see what was going to be up there. We used our influence to ensure that an SOP supporting families to be able to take their prosecution seriously at the end of that time, that was supported through. We used our influence, Mr. Speaker, to ensure that the government heard us. To ignore money, that's ridiculous, because when the forestry, I'll tell this member, when the forestry deaths were being politicised in this House, who was the party who got the review to happen? The Māori Party ensured that there was a forestry review. And who do I ask? I ask our family members. I ask our family members if forestry regulations have been strengthened. They tell me, the ones who work in the forest tell me, that they are safer now than they have ever been. And why? Because we care, because we work with them to get a better outcome than just voting it down and making sure that nothing will be any better when that happens.